Okay, hello everybody and welcome to the next live stream. Today we will be featuring one of our more prolific friends. His name is First Blood, and he's done two special projects for us recently that we're going to review today. First is the Matrix Prophecy, and the other is Depot 341. Let me just check something in my settings very quickly to make sure. All right. All right, good. Just making sure I have all the sound settings correct. Okay, so let's go. The first one we'll take a look at is the Matrix Prophecy. There we go. All right, so let's have a look. What have we got going on here? Oh my. We have the cones of ore extractors. Yes. Let's see. Heater Tier 5 component production facility, small scale concept. Okay. Seems pretty simple enough. So here's some autocrafters for iridium rods. So presumably this is all producing iridium. Oh, one moment, please. Please stand by for technical difficulties. Da, 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 da. All right. Let's try that again.
Okay, let's go.
Can you hear me through YouTube?
Let's see. All right.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, good. I'm sorry. There's one button I forgot to click. Sorry.
A lot of noise coming through, though.
Um,
Oh, yeah, it's the drills.
yeah, it's the drills. So these are all producing all the iridium to make the iridium rods, right? And then over here, we have
Okay,
explosive
awesome.
powder. So this is presumably making sulfur and iridium.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
wait,
Yes.
whose
combination.
map is this? Oh, is this your map? I
Um,
see.
yeah, this is First Blood. He did an
Okay.
a special extra project here with some concept things he's got going on. So this over here
Yeah, I can
is
do kind of an intro on it actually if you
sure.
want. So the whole concept of this map, I started off by wanting to create a self-contained drone factory. So the idea was that it was going to have everything you would need to make everything that you would need to make a drone, auto-crafted and all kind of overlapping and everything. And then it would just perpetually make drones, and more drones would create more drones, and then they would just have more tasks and tasks and tasks.
Okay, cool. So now that you're having these things being produced, are they going to any storage somewhere, or are they just being produced here? And
No, they're just currently being produced there. They don't really have any storage locations to go to yet, although there are some drones that are delivering stuff on a low demand.
okay, very good. So this is Lake Tricorn, 3 horns, presumably. All right. So
Correct.
next we have the Sentinel program and the Pyramidion. Which one do you think we should visit first?
Let's go ahead and go to the Sentinel program first. That's going to be the self-contained drone factory.
All right, off we go. And it has to be nighttime as well. All right, so here we are inside of one of our classic cages. Let's head up the stairs, and
I
we
would
begin.
intentionally went for the factory look on this one.
Right. So this is a drone station. Let's see how many drones have you got? 430. Wow.
Now, that literally did start off with me making one drone and then just letting it go and start doing its thing. And so it's ticked up to 430 drones by this point, but I've also built other projects on this map since this was initially created.
Cool.
So it is actually working as it's intended to be, a self-replicating drone factory.
Nice. Yeah, I think I actually watched you do that. You just created a drone after you'd built all this stuff and just let it go, and then it just started making 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay.
Yeah. Now, if you take a look, kind of look around and see what's all what, all the autocrafters on the sides, on the flanks, are going to be creating drones. All the kind of subsidiaries further back are going to be making other ingredients involved in the drone making process. And again, I paid attention to where everything was so that it was overlapping with all the necessary components to make what was needed.
Right, so I see immediately behind the drone autocrafters we have the bioplastic autocrafters, and that's where they're collecting the water they would need. That's where the silicon's coming from, and these are the mushrooms. Okay, and it's all neatly dispersed down a row along the same side, and I guess it's identical on this side, perfect mirror. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So next I see, aha, a circuit board autocrafter. Now let's remind our viewers, what do we need to make a circuit board? That takes silicon, iron, aluminum, nitrogen, bioplastic, and zeolite. So where are all the rest of these things coming from?
So we saw the bioplastic production.
Right.
The nitrogen cartridges are coming from the tier 2 gas extractors that are lining the center
Nice.
of the structure. And then just above you, you will notice I've manipulated the JSON file to have some suspended drills, and those drills are mining for all those ingredients that help make all the ingredients necessary for it. So that's how I built the production line on that.
That's so strange looking at them from below. You never really see them from this angle, but they're just drilling into thin air and pulling these resources. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the silicon and the iron and zeolite, right? Okay.
Yep, that's all the stuff to make circuit boards, and it can all reach those bioplastic autocrafters. So yeah, everything is within reach of the circuit boards, and then the circuit boards are feeding into the actual drone. And then actually underneath all of that, there's another set of mining operations going on that's collecting all the iron, and it's collecting all the
yeah, let's have a look downstairs, shall we?
Yeah, that's going to be where our rocket engine production is going, because that is a vital ingredient for the drone making process.
This is not underground, is it? No, this is above ground.
This is in the Arches biome. This is an area that I haven't built in before, so this is a project I wanted to do in this area.
No, it made it look like it was underground, because if you look at those drills, the drills come with like a little chunk of rock, you know?
Yeah. We'll check the drone screen again before we leave, and we'll see how many we're up to, because it'll probably have created at least a couple by then. So yeah, down here we're making all the ingredients that we would need to make rocket engines, which, if I recall, is like explosive powder and some iridium rods, and I think some iron or something like that. I don't recall the exact recipe for a rocket engine, but
superalloy, I think, was the other one. Uranium, superalloy, and iridium rods.
So that's
superalloy. Okay.
So this is the rocket engine factory down below, because obviously that's an ingredient required to make drones. So I wanted to have everything that you need to make drones inside of this factory, and then the drones are just self-replicating.
So you have the actual autocrafters sitting kind of in this little crack between them.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. Very, I see they're still being used. Very efficient use of space.
Yeah.
And so those autocrafters are up there are able to pull from these autocrafters down there here to get the rockets.
They are. You do have to kind of position things carefully in order to make sure they're within the actual reach. But honestly, it doesn't really matter at that point, because you can kind of get the drones to start doing a lot of those tasks for you, even if stuff's out of reach.
Right. This is kind of cool that it's kind of like you don't really need that much assistance from the drones. It's like you kind of got everything within reach of the autocrafters, so that it's not using so much of your drone resources.
Absolutely, and that was the idea. I wanted it to be like an automated factory. Kind of everything is within reach of everything that it needs to be within reach of to make everything that it needs to make. So it's a very hands-off operation.
Right.
Yeah.
Oops. I accidentally fell through a crack. So zeolite, aluminum, zeolite, aluminum. So you got everything very evenly, like, staggered. So what? Iron, silicon, iron, silicon, iron, silicon. Okay. And it's a little bit tight to move around down here, but I guess you don't really need to come down here.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, unless you're doing some general maintenance or whatever, there's really no reason to.
Okay, so let me get back out. All right. So is there anything more to this base? Is there anything up higher?
Yeah. I mean, you can go up to the roof area.
Oop.
That's just where we have a bunch of our drone stations, because obviously, you have to have the support
look
for.
At them all. Just look at all of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 by 1, 2. Oh, sorry, a little bit of screen lag there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 35 drone stations are up here. Each can hold 25 drones. And my math isn't as good as it once was. So 35 by 25, that's a lot. That's more than 600.
They are all set to demand drones, so eventually they will be filled up. And then it's literally just, give them enough tasks to do and they'll go do them.
It's a kind of weird, but I like it. This little effect where you have this just kind of walking right on along the lip of these atmospheric water collectors. Okay. So this all seems very, very streamlined. Oh, we're in the area where the arches are. Okay. I know where we are. All right.
So that was the main gist of this whole area. But this is what started this new map. So I'm glad we started out here. Now, you can either fly around and find the other locations, or if you want, I think the Pyramidian's the last one on this map. You can take the teleporter that was just out the front door of the drone factory if you'd like.
Okie dokie. Actually, since I see all these monitors here, I just want to take a quick peek and see what the drone activity looks like outside.
Yeah, let's see. And then check and see the drone count and see if it's gone up.
Seems kind of quiet. Well, there's one out there. Oh, there is some things going on. Here's some. Now, where are they wandering off to? What's out here? You got some kind of other operation out in this direction?
Over there across in the middle of the lake.
Oh, okay. That's where the
big lake.
That's where the tricorn thing is, right?
It's over more to the left. Kind of where they're going right now, where the drones are.
Okay. All right. I'm a little bit surprised. I expected the screen to be flooded with drones, but yeah. Anyway, let's take a look to see how many drones we have. 439. So during the time that I toured this facility, 9 drones have been made, which is pretty good, I must say. All right.
Yeah, it's chugging along.
All right. So the next one is going to be the Pyramidian, right?
Correct.
Okay. How is a Pyramidian different from a normal pyramid, I wonder? Are we there?
There's a lot going on here at the Pyramidian.
Well, yes, we have beehives sitting upside down and sideways. I like it. I like it a lot. So I see. Okay, here's some superfood being made. some mutagen tier 2, mutagen tier 1.
The idea of this whole facility is cranking that previous concept of the drone factory up to the next level and having everything being made in a smaller area.
Yeah, it doesn't really look like it's that. I mean, yeah, considering the scale of other things I've seen that you've built, like this isn't really that space consuming. And it seems like you've really got things really compactly arranged. And actually, it's kind of like a checkerboard arrangement, right?
Yeah. So I'd actually seen somebody on the FirstWeGames Discord had built something similar to a checkerboard pattern for their auto crafting of like their bio stuff, like fertilizers and bacteria samples and whatnot. So I decided to kind of incorporate something like that and just interpret it in my own way. And then I ended up coming up with this.
So this, like these farms are here, but they're not actually making anything.
Correct. Some of them actually won't have any function because of where they're positioned. Either they won't be able to, like there's nothing that needs to be crafted in that particular area for what's being crafted, but they're there for, aesthetic purposes just to keep the pattern alive.
I see.
Those auto crafters aren't being utilized for anything because they're out of reach of anything else that would be needing them, but still we keep them there just for the looks.
Oh, you got a 4-in-1 ore extractor going on here. And I love that you can just extract ore right on top of the water. Yeah, this is
Correct.
kind of like one of the cones, just it's only using 4, and it's just producing what, sulfur, right? Yeah, you need a lot of...
surprisingly, sulfur and silicone are pretty much all you need for all the bio
You
stuff.
need a lot of sulfur in this game for producing, yeah. So this is going to be what, fertilizer? No, it's mutagen tier 2. Okay. So here is methane, yes. And more methane and more methane. And
yeah, no, actually
bees.
there is some methods to the madness here because the auto crafters, they're going all the way around that central structure, right? There's stuff going on in every corner. Well, the idea is that all the stuff is overlapping the other stuff that it would need to craft those items. Like, so you need, for instance, mutagen, mutagen 1 and mutagen 3 are the same essential ingredients except for like one difference. Like those items are close enough to proximity to actually be produced together.
Right, I think I see the pattern.
Overlapping.
Yeah, here you have your bacteria samples, and right over here is your mutagen tier 1, and then the next row is producing mutagen tier 2. I would expect it to be. Can't really see it. No, mutagen tier 1. I saw some mutagen tier 2 around here somewhere. There it is. And then I thought I saw, coming around this way, mutagen tier 3 being made. Yes, I
think
did.
It's on the other side.
Here's some right here. So this one needs nitrogen rather than methane, and everything else is the same. So it'll just take, the mutagen tier 1, or not the mutagen tier 1, the bacteria samples.
Yeah.
And then.
So yeah, the idea is that everything's overlapped. For fertilizer too.
I could just walk right on top of these. I like that. Just do a little hop, jump, skipping stones kind of. These are all producing algae and eggplants. So here must be the fertilizer. It must be. Where are the auto crafters? There's one. It's producing the tier 2. This is producing the tier 1. Okay. Very nice. And it's right up close to the sulfur, as one would expect it to be. Okay. Yeah, this is all very useful because it means you haven't got to harvest any crops. You haven't got to pick any algae. It's just all even bees. You haven't even got to collect the honey from the bees because they're just kind of sitting on the sitting on the rafters like stage lights. I really do I really do dig this effect.
I do too.
All right. So what's inside? We have a biolab and we have cloth production or fabric production. Sorry, being done. And here's where the silk comes from.
There's actually all 4 corners have silk generators, and they're all within the range of that auto crafter.
So they do. And a whole load of shredders. Now, why would you need so many shredders? Walk me through this. Help me understand.
So the furthest one out is priority 5, so that's going to be the one that fills up first. If you look inside of it, you'll notice that it has the most planktons inside, because there's actually a lot of collection going on, because you have to create those larvas, the common larvas. That's
the common larva, right? So that actually takes what, phytoplankton B, doesn't it?
Does, yeah, it takes phytoplankton B. Now, I was having a lot of trouble figuring out where to put the autocrafters that would support the larvas, because they just didn't really seem to fit anywhere perfectly that I needed everything to be.
Mm-hmm.
So go inside and take that ladder right there.
Okay.
The ladder inside the center building.
Yep. Okay, so here's the larva production.
So we had the larva up in the central column, because that's the only area that could reach out and grab all the areas that I needed to get the common larva.
Wow, yeah, they're actually pretty expensive on the resources, aren't they? Like mutagen 3 and fertilizer tier 2 and phytoplankton B. So
but the way I have the layouts for the other production areas for the fertilizer and for the mutagen, it wouldn't allow me to put the bugs like in between the middle of them. So I had to put the larva somewhere else. Ended up being the central building. That was the only place I could really get them to get everything I needed.
No, I like this though. You did it very artistically. Kind of got a little semicircle of these, and I mean it should be producing quite a lot. And the larvas are needed for the mutagen tier 2, correct? That's why we're producing these?
Correct.
Yes. Yeah, the mutagen tier 2s are expensive. My oh my. Let's just continue further up just to see if there's anything else here. Is that ladder upside down? No, I guess not. Okay. Yes. Your reputation for making things upside down precedes you. But I like this. It's kind of like a little dome on the top of the tower.
Yeah.
More bees. Are these bees here just for aesthetic purposes, or do they serve a function?
They're mostly for aesthetics at that height, because they can't really be reached by any of the autocrafters. But once I started laying them down, I got a little haywire. I let it go, and it works. I like it.
I thought maybe you had some high quality food production going on up here or something. But no, what do you have? You have bioplastic. Ah. Okay.
Yeah, bioplastic felt like it could be pretty self-contained. Like it doesn't require very many ingredients, and all the stuff could be feasibly grown up here. And of course, with a little Jason trickery, I got the drills up here as well, taking all the silicon we need.
Yeah, because it never really occurred to me to make bioplastic anywhere other than the shore of a body of water. But we're well above sea level here. And you've got it all going on. You're just using the atmospheric.
Well, the atmospheric water collector that was upside down, the one below us, it's in reach of that one as well. So that does serve a purpose down there.
So there is a madness to your methods, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, look at this over here. We have a tier 3 tree grower surrounded with some windmills.
That's really cool.
I dig it. You got these on all 4 corners, huh? Dude, that's a really nice little aesthetic, I gotta say. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, and the idea is that it does have that kind of factory feel, but it's also got that silhouette of a pyramid sort of shape.
Let's take a look at this from a distance. Up, 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 up. There we go. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of the Taj Mahal. In a good way, you know. Up, up, up. Let's use the old F4 trickery. You got one very big one in the right in the middle, and it's all producing something. It all has a purpose. I like it, you know. Perfect blend of beauty and functionality.
Yeah, and that was really the goal that I set out with when I wanted to start this, is like make something really cool looking that was super functional and very compact and like very sensible, as opposed to just big and massive and creative like I normally do. This is that, but more thoughtful, I guess.
Catwalk.
Yeah, actually, that trick right there with the ladders was kind of an ingenious thing, because I kind of built things at a different plane, so I needed to figure out a way to transverse the levels in a sensible way without having a ladder, because like multiple ladders was going to make that little transition area very clunky, and so I ended up doing the 2 ladders instead of a set of stairs and another set of stairs.
Okay.
So you can actually hit either of the ladders and it'll pop you in the same spot.
Oh, that place with the bioplastic, you call that the Bell House.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I think we've had night like twice since I began recording. Okay. So this is another sign for the Bell House. Okay. This is all very impressive. Very like, it's got a lot of my own creative juices stirring right now as far as things I could do to kind of step up my game on my automation. Yeah, the only thing about these is you got to constantly be emptying them out, right? Just to keep the phytoplankton bee going.
Hit the button, but like honestly, yeah, you just hit the button every once in a while, and then it just keeps things moving. So it's not all that much maintenance.
You know,
that's really the only pain point of the whole operation.
Hey, any modders out there listening, if you could make a mod to make these shredder machines automatically empty out when they're full, that would just be super duper. Just a thought. Or game designers, although I highly doubt Miju is listening to me right now. So is there anything else to see out here on the... this is the Matrix prophecy, right?
Yeah, no, this map is pretty well taken care of. Everything here has been gone over. It's a pretty small ambition map. I only had a couple of projects in mind for it, and we covered all those. But we do have the other map we can check out.
Yes, that is correct. So let me, I guess, find a good spot to stop at.
May want to change your graphic settings too for the next map.
Good call. So I'll do that right now. Graphics should be at what, medium?
That's a good spot to start in.
Okay. And we'll just exit out of this one. And then we will move right along to Depot 341. Let's get into it.
This is another base that I was originally inspired to do kind of like an all-in-one sort of compact build.
That's quite the save file. It's still loading.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Okie dokie. Let's wait for it to render in. Okay, and then permit for it to allow me to move. Okay, I can move around. It's a little bit framey, but my oh my, there's a lot of stuff happening around here, isn't there? It's so very colorful as well. So this place we're at, where we started out, is a battery power station. Very appropriate name.
Yep, that's where the whole power for the entire map is located.
So inside we have a bunch of uranium fission generators. Upstairs, some fusions just kind of dotting the perimeter. Okay, pretty cool. I like it. I also like how it has windows, so you'll like be like a lighthouse almost. Oh yeah, wait, yeah. Now this kind of goes on for a little while. Okay, and then it loops back in on itself. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 3 towers that are actually stacked into each other. And I ended up making it so you could connect at the very back of them. And so from a distance, it's like 3 towers, but the very top tier is connected at the rear.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I... Okay. Yeah, let's take a look to see these other towers. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Ah! Pretty cool, I must say. That's like a pretty, like, nice geometric design you got going on there.
It took me a little while to work it out.
Then here we have some various biodomes. They look like they're for fish.
Yeah, so the area that you're flying into now is actually kind of the fish-centric dedicated area for this base, because again, it's an all-in-one base, so you have an area for fish, you have an area for butterflies, an area for mining.
All right. Very cool. You know, I think it's because I had the graphics turned down, you just don't see as much. Let me try bumping it up just a smidge. See if it doesn't cause my frame rates to tank. I think I got away with it last time. Okay, resume. That's a little bit better.
All right.
But yeah, I like how everything is. Is it for decoration or is this color coding that you have going on here?
It literally started out as just decoration. The original concept of the base, it was kind of it was called RGB because it was just all the rainbow light.
Right.
But then it ended up, turning into 2 or 3 bases, and so this kind of stuck, and it changed the name to Depot 341.
Okay. So where does 341 come from?
So originally, this is the base that I started building on this map, and then if you look up in the sky.
Oh my. Yes.
There's another.
The Imperial Star Destroyer. I remember that. Oh, and look.
There's a base up there.
Okay.
And then there's actually one more base on this map that is a more recent addition called Temple of the Life Star.
Oh wait, do I not have a water drinker thingamabob? Water filter?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh no, it says I should. Oh, there it goes. It's just very, ever since the update, it's very finicky about letting you drink the water. So this is just kind of like a deep fish tank kind of area.
Yeah, I figured, give them their own little fish paddocks type of areas.
Nice.
It's all enclosed.
Yeah. You should build some shark cages.
Shark cages, yeah. I probably could. Go check out inside of the fish labs there, the ichthyology lab.
Yeah, that's a $20 word for you right there, ichthyology.
Study of fish. So yeah,
these numbers are off the charts. My goodness.
There's a little manipulation going on in there.
Ah, yes, I see. Yeah. 97.13 GT. Wow. Yeah.
So all those planktons there are items that you'd need for crafting fish, and those are constantly being replenished by drones.
Oh, you have them set to support or to demand. Nice. That's pretty cool.
Because you don't really need a bunch of them all at once, so I figured the display cases would be a better use instead of like a locker. It would look a little nicer.
Yeah, it does certainly add a bit of visual appeal to it. Although this, I gotta tell you, it's a masterpiece. I think you're the first person I ever saw do this. Just put like the actual specimen of the fish right on top of the wall locker, so it's very.
I'm pretty sure I did that like day 1 or 2.
Yeah, ages ago you did that, but still very appreciated. And
yeah, everyone's copied you basically doing that.
So just some random life water collectors and a seed lerma sitting down here.
Quite a large seed lerma, if you notice.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen like the giant trees that used to be around this place.
Yeah, the graphics are hit and miss on whether it'll cooperate.
Yeah, I don't think with the graphics setting it'll allow it to render in. I just came from this way. Is there anything further this way? Okay, so here are your incubators, and the niceness of mods. You can just stack these things on top of each other.
It works so good.
I would love to be able to do that, because actually that's like more space efficient than those wall lockers. Oh well.
And you don't really need more than like 10 to 15 items at a time with the drones. Once they kick in, they can just replenish things.
Okay, I feel like there's an upstairs to this place. Hang on.
There is, but it's not really, it's more decorative than anything. It's just fish tanks, and that's just for visual appeal from down below and even a little bit from outside.
Oh yeah, you can see them from, oh yeah, they're inside all these window spaces. Okay, and the windows aren't even there. They're just used fish tanks instead of windows. That's pretty cool. That's pretty creative right there. All right. Nice. Nice. Okay, I feel like I may have missed something while wandering around in here. Fish vault, have I been in here? Yes. I feel like there was a door I walked past. Yes, there was a door I walked past.
That's just an egg. That's an exit to the exterior, like fish paddocks.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's 5 outdoor fish paddock farms, each housing different types of the fish.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
They're all virtually the same. They just have that like deep trench sort of feel.
All right, what do we have out here? Are we auto crafting? We're auto crafting. Bacteria samples. Cool. And over here, just some heaters on a platform. Nothing too over dramatic.
Well, again, we wanted to have kind of an all-in-one feel, so it's got a little bit of everything that you really need. Oh yeah, right down there is the obsolete museum.
Yes, the obsolete museum. Oh, that was the most. That just tickled me pink the first time I saw that. Who was that again? That was
Chris Van Dyke.
Chris Van Dyke, yeah.
Yeah, straight.
He built that in the canyon, and oh my goodness, yeah. I just saw that like that is so cool. Heaters, all the heaters, gas extractors.
And the reason this is here is because I had a blank spot on this map after I filled everything up, and I was like, I need to put something in here. So it just like this is what we ended up with, and I just put all this down, and it's just kind of a dumb but fun little addition to the whole thing.
Just a walk down memory lane. It's like
dumb but fun.
I remember when I used to have to walk around with the tier 1 boots, and I was so slow, and I couldn't use it. The old food growers. I remember I was so happy when I got my first one of these. Like I could actually start producing my own food. Okay, and how many of these I built before I found uranium? Like,
it's like the antiquated power wing.
All right, yeah. A little bit good old nostalgia. And these are obsolete ore extractors. Just randomly extracting. Well, not randomly extracting. Looks like it's making cobalt. And cobalt only. Okay, that's more random. Okay, very good. Alright. So where to next?
Just around the corner there we have, let's see.
Which corner? There's a lot of corners.
Gotcha. So go up to those domes up there.
Up the steps.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Up we go.
There should be a ladder.
Continue on up? Or go through?
Yes.
Go through here? Okay, continue on up.
Continue on up.
Alright. There we go. Little bit framey, but Tree Sciences, Biolab, Elevator inside Biodome Tier 2. Okay, so...
Yeah, I think it's almost time to start hitting the elevator, unless you want to go check out the butterfly area first.
Wow, I love the colors in here.
Yeah, depending on the time of day and like the phenomenons going on, you get some really cool color effects.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, It seems like the color, like, I don't know if it's some update they did or just I'm playing on a different computer, but the color does seem like a lot richer. Wow, look at all these. I mean, I guess I've seen this before, all the cases you put inside the Biodome Tier 1.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to wait for this
light.
storm to end. Hopefully it'll end soon.
Yeah, my goodness, this storm is crazy. Ah, it's because there's a one of those big asteroids in the sky.
The pulsar storm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a super
Go
alloy
up
storm.
and headbutt
Oh,
that thing.
here's the elevator. Okay. I-Deck Arboretum. Okay, so that's where we are right now. I'll try to remember that. Oh my goodness. You got decks from A to Z, don't you? No, they go up to K. And a weird one that just has grid coordinates. Okay. So, which deck shall I go to?
Depends. Do you want to check out the temple first or the ship?
Let's take a look at the ship first, and we'll look at the temple. That's the newest thing you did, right? The temple?
Correct.
Okay.
So any of the A through H would be fine to check out first.
Okay. My goodness, these doggone super alloy storms just... Alright. So is there anything new or different with the ship? This is the Imperial Star Destroyer. And
known as the final measure.
the final measure.
Oh my goodness. How's the frames? Actually, your PC is holding up pretty nicely.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, just once you get to this scale of like building, it just starts bogging things down. Right up there.
I like this view right here. It's a very commanding view. I feel like I'm just set a course for Parsec 341, Lieutenant. And you just like the planets are at eye level or below eye level. My goodness. Okay.
Yeah, so my original idea behind building this was I was going to build it like a Death Star, like a real whole-size Death Star, and it kind of got overwhelming very quickly, and so I settled on this instead. Because I was like, I could bring this to life.
There's stairs out there. Are those actually meant to be used? I don't see any way up.
There's no way up. They're actually decorative, and they kind of provide that silhouette of the back of the Star Destroyer being like a sharp angle.
Gotcha.
And if you look at it like from a flying view, it's too bad you don't have the jetpack mod because you will fall down very quickly if you go outside. But
okay,
yeah, it is. But there is actually exterior access in a couple of places if you want to try.
All right. So this is the bridge. So this is my way to get downstairs, right? Let's go to B deck. Automatons.
Yeah, there's no physical actual ladders inside here.
Automatons, otherwise known as droids. Where are the droids?
I didn't want a copyright strike.
Oh, why?
I'm pretty sure somebody owns the terminology. Yeah, droid. Just a small droid operation.
Yeah. Although it does have quite a few of the...
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with mentioning it. But, I don't want it in writing. There is actually exterior access there.
Oh.
If you want to go outside.
Oh my. They go and go and go. All these are drone stations. All the way down to the front of the front of the ship. To the bow. From bow to stern. Actually, let me kind of F4 this ship. Kind of, wrong button. I'm hitting the 4 button and not the F4 button. Let's kind of get a good look at this ship from the outside. That is a very, very good likeness of an Imperial Star Destroyer.
Pretty good.
All right, let me see if I can safely land on this thing.
It's the best one I've seen.
Well, I didn't also...
The only one I've seen, but...
It is the best at this point. No, I did it all from kind of memory, too. I didn't really use much for reference.
That's pretty good.
Towards the end, when I was like trying to finalize the silhouette, I did use a couple of pictures to look at just to kind of get a general idea, but I didn't use one for the majority of the build.
Just as long as you didn't trace it, that's all that we care about. Okay, so C deck, agriculture.
Yeah, that one's just indoor farms.
Mess hall. Okay, it's a hall. And it's a mess, therefore it's a mess hall. No, it's not a mess. I'm just playing.
It was an expansion project that I hadn't finished just yet. Kind of took a break from some of the mess stuff, but there is a nice little outdoor deck for, like when you're just chilling and you want to, eat your lunch outside.
Right.
Yeah. In space.
That kind of reminds me of what Ray did on No Man's Sky with his freighter. Kind of set an area, kind of dine under the stars kind of a thing. Do these work in here?
They actually don't. I did find out that even with the windows, I thought that might be possible, but no, they don't work inside.
Okay.
How about like building it outside and then in your JSON file moving them inside?
I don't think it would work. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think it would work though. Because I think it would recognize a collision type of thing.
Well, that's me. I'm the crew.
Yeah, every deck has crew quarters.
Dude, you got bunk beds here.
Yeah.
Was that some JSON editing?
No, I just use a build anywhere mod and it allows me to build like up and on the walls and things like that.
That's pretty nifty. Okay.
Yeah, so it's very quick and easy. Just point and click.
Okay.
Just imagine you're flying through hyperspace trying to take a nap.
All right. I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, this is a fairly small level.
Okay.
The only really like larger ones are going to be ichthyology and entomology.
So here we are in biodesigns.
Yeah, that one's kind of a neat little. There's some trickery going on there.
I'll say. So we're inside of a biodome tier 1, and we've got an upper level to it, which you normally would not have, and it's got some DNA manipulators on it. I dig it. That's really cool. And just your wall locker is full of supplies. I'll assume they're all full. And then let's wheel around this corner here and have all the different samples of flowers.
Yeah, starting for biodesigns.
From Lerma, that's the simplest, all the way up to the golden flower, I'm presuming.
Yes.
Or no?
Yes, they clockwise around.
Okay. More crew quarters.
There are some nice views there.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't mind having this as my crew quarters. Okay. Moving right along.
Imagine they bring a gravity-like setting into this game.
Oh.
All of a sudden, this thing's just going to come crashing down.
Okay.
It will be spectacular.
That would be pretty funny, actually. It just drops, dead drop.
Yeah, it's awesome.
No.
Okay. And
I'll just
breaks
mod the
into 1,000 pieces.
I'll mod the atmosphere.
Yes.
Change it.
Sky mining. Okay, I think we know a little bit about sky mining after the last base we visited.
Sky mining.
Oh my. Do not look directly
first
into the butterflies without unaided
Mining
vision.
some skies.
And they're upside down as well.
Correct.
Very.
But we do have full production lines for all the common minerals, secondary minerals.
So we have an explanation of why we're seeing this. So butterflies below deck have gathered near the Tier 3 miners due to the heat given off by the sky drills. So they're drawn to the heat. That's the story, and you're sticking to it.
Correct.
All right, next, secondary mining. So okay, so I guess I'm supposed to look at primary mining first, right? Or no?
Secondary mining's going off in that room. And crew quarters in the middle, and then on the other end of that hallway is your primary mining.
I can't believe how well my computer is handling the frames as I walk through here. Can I actually interact with these? I can! I can actually open these things up from upside down. Actually, let me grab a quick gulp. It's kind of a cool little outside of reality kind of area here. Okay.
Yeah.
Crew quarters. Just nothing too assuming. Okay. Follow the hallway. What have we got here? Tier 1 sky mining. Okay, so iron. Okay, so these are all your basic ones. What? No butterflies? You disappoint me, Mr. Anderson.
The butterflies are housed on the other end of the ship, which is why they're hovering over the drills down there, but not over here.
Okay. So we've been through that area. There's no thoroughfare any further.
No,
actually, is there?
That's all.
No. How do I... It seems like there's a hallway going that way, but it's cordoned off somehow.
Yeah, so I actually use solid walls to close off areas in gigantic areas. So there's actually a lot of empty space inside this ship. I just crafted it in such a way to keep the areas contained.
Right. All right. Now we're on, I guess, E-Dex. Let's move on to entomology. The ology of Ents.
Yes.
So, Arc 1. Alright. Now, okay.
A testament to the scale of this structure is we have 2 full butterfly domes inside.
Yeah, we're inside of a spaceship and we've got domes inside. We got actually a rocket ship down here as well, just kind of pointing down as you do.
The final measure.
Arc 2, crew only. Oh, that's me. I'm crew. Okay, that wasn't as thrilling as I thought it would be.
No, just some crew quarters.
Number 2. Okay. Okay. No thoroughfare. Sorry. All right.
There is, however, one at the other end of the ichthyol or the entomology labs.
So I just take a left up here, right?
Yep, just head to the end of the hall and go left.
Sky Genesis butterfly storage. Right, yeah, well you had the lockers with the fish on them, and this is, yeah, I think this was this, you actually did this before the fish came out and put butterflies on the butterfly lockers.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
And in the middle we have some display cases with all the larva samples as well.
Very nice. You see them wiggling too. We're alive! Feed us, we're hungry. We also have some silkworms, just chilling.
Of course.
Alright, and some incubators, and terraformation stage. We are planet before, and we are a planet now. Yes.
Yeah, right there's the little butterfly crafting area, because like I kind of envisioned like in the Avengers, Tony Stark's lab on the helicarrier. This is the area I kind of thought about was like the inspiration behind the design of it.
I'm hearing so much clicking from drones right now. It sounds like a press conference. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, your computer may melt going through here.
A little bit.
But samples of all the butterflies.
It truly feels like the kaleidoscope experience though, walking through all this, just seeing the flashes of color, just...
There is a hallway on the other side too.
Right, right. I just wanted to do that again. I don't know why. I'm just crazy like that. I like melting my computer. The hive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I still have more to show you.
Well, who would have thunk it? There's a bunch of beehives in here.
Of course.
But you can't. You gotta give the bees some love too, man. There we go.
Wonderful.
See, they'll let the bees work inside, but they won't let the farms work inside. Entomology. So this was just a circle, is it? Or am I... Or am
you can actually... You can use that ladder if you want to traverse the decks from here.
So am I going up or down? Up is at top, right? So I should have already been up. Well, let's just take a quick peek. Officers' quarters. Maybe I haven't been here already.
There should be... that should go to the entomology. It's also possible that I may have deleted a ladder on accident.
Ein's desk. Okay, so this is... I remember these areas. These are all of our little dedicated offices.
Big ship, okay? Everybody needs space.
There's another ladder going up. I don't want to get too far off track, though. I'll just assume
I don't know how many levels are there.
I saw it go down to K. There's like the decks go from A to K.
Like 10.
And all right, then just stick with the teleporters then, because the teleporter covers every deck.
All right, so how do I get back to the teleporter?
Go all the way back through the holodeck, all the way back through the hallway, past the arcs, and then by the arcs.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm assuming this is a holodeck.
Yeah.
Is it a hall or it is a deck? Okay.
Well, technically, it's like the butterflies aren't really there. Go
which way?
Back through.
This way.
To the.
Sorry. This way.
Yes. Yes. Past the storage. To the left.
It's a long, winding hallway.
Yes,
okay, so we're on our way to G deck, ichthyology. Wait, haven't we been here already? I feel like we have. No, there's an ichthyology down at your base.
Ichthyology is the fish area.
Okay. Yeah, I do appreciate you actually put in the thought and effort to actually build crew quarters in this thing, because you would need a massive crew to run a ship like this. FirstWeGame.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that there was there's a lot of area inside this thing, so I just put as much detail as I could.
Got a butterfly farm as a light. I dig it.
That's Ray's crew quarters.
Nice.
Tank maintenance. Okay.
That's where the action happens.
Yes.
Yeah, making butterflies.
Got all the fish tanks. They are impassable. I guess I'm stuck on this side of the wall, aren't I?
It's just maintenance.
Okay. All right.
If you took a look at the tank maintenance on the other side, there's a little area you can access.
How do I get to the other side?
You got to go back out through the door, past Ray's room, to the main area, and then go across the hallway to the other set of tanks. Not that way.
I've lost. I have no idea where I'm at right now. Officers' quarters?
All the way straight forward. You were going the right way past in that hallway that you were just in. Nope, turn around. That's Ray's room.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I turn this way. No? I'm lost. I'm so lost. I remember being here, but I don't remember how.
There's a door that doesn't have a label on it. Go through that door.
This one.
The only door that doesn't have a label on it. Go straight forward all the way till you hit the dead end and go to the right. There should be a door.
Okay. Alright, so just keep going.
There you go. That crew quarters.
Oh, the one I just walked past.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that delay in the video feedback. Okay, there's my office with the fish on it. Nice.
Haha. And then your quarters are in that door.
Picky Poo's pal. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Hey.
nice.
So I want all the Peeky Poos right in that bed. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Now, if you go back out to the tank maintenance area, oh yeah, you have a gun control there. If you go out to the tank maintenance area and take a right and go back to the main hallway, there's a central hallway you can walk down. That's on the other side of those tanks right there.
This way. Port hall?
Yeah, there's actually a port hall and a starboard hall because it spans like 5 or 6 pods wide.
Right. You got all the different fish storage. Okay, nice, nice, nice.
In the
Moving
central
on.
area is where you do your fish crafting and your fish storage and
Impellers. Danger. Okay. Very
little
nice.
decoration going on.
I like how you got like the double exclamation mark as though it's like you're giving it to us in Spanish. Like, peligro, peligro.
Right.
um,
So the fish are actually displayed on both sides, 11 tanks long. So it's at least 11 pods long on that particular deck.
cool. Here they all are, and they all have their little fish. The attention to detail is just immaculate. I mean, how much time did you spend on all of this, Ilani? I
A lot. A lot.
I mean, I can just imagine trying to build this not using any mods. It'd be like, oh my god, I'd be at it forever. Okay, so let's move on. Where's
Head to the actually the other end of the fish area, and where the impellers were.
All right. I think I'm
And
going the
there's
right way.
there's an aquarium that you can get through. An aquarium 2
Okay.
with the golden fish. Nope.
Here's
turn
the
around.
impellers.
Yep. It's on the other end of the impellers.
Okay. Over here.
Yeah, look for the golden fish.
There we go. Yeah, that's a really hard to notice exit. But,
Kinda.
Yeah.
Warning,
Okay.
low gravity. Now, if you go in there and look up and look down, you'll notice that there's actually fish swimming above you. So I actually have 2 of those aquariums stacked on top of each other, inside of each other. One of them flips upside down.
Well, it's good that the fish at least know which way is the right way up.
Yeah.
Imagine seeing them swimming upside down. Well, that means it's time to go to visit the old flusher. All right. Wow, that's really cool. Really, really cool. All right. So I guess I will avoid ladders unless there's something specific you want me to see up there. And just
Not necessarily.
all right. What do we got in here? Beds. Beds.
Yeah, the rest of the forward area is just going to be crew quarters. And that's like the general crew quarters where most of the ship's crew is housed.
Right. Dude, this is almost better than the bridge right here because you actually can have a better view down. Whereas out on the bridge, you just see the nose of the ship.
They both have their cool, like, areas that you can view from.
All right, so how do I get to the teleporter? I got to walk through all this stuff, don't I?
Yeah, I mean, mostly just walk straight through everything, and that'll get you there.
All right.
I think there's only, like, one more deck on the ship that you can check out, and that's the vaults.
Oh, did I miss it? Was it over here? It was over
But
here. Man, I did a pretty good job at getting back. Okay, so now we go to H, the vaults. And then we get the I and J with stars next to them. I'm very curious about that. Alright, so here's our final solution. Our final measure. What was it? Vault crew quarters?
Yep, the final measure.
Execute Order 66.
Yes.
That, my friends, is a long drop. Look at the drones just lofting up like they're in a drone rapture or something. It's lifting off into space.
It's like 2.8 kilometers up off the map.
Yeah, 2797. Yeah, 2.8 kilometers. I feel like I've been in here already. No, that was down on the surface. You had a very similar setup going on. So
yeah.
This is power. Here's the sky
I just wanted to I didn't want it to be a solid wall, but I wanted it to feel like alive and full and look nice.
So here's all your storage. Looks pretty standard layout.
Yeah, mostly. And the drones are all delivering, the necessary ingredients to these said vaults.
Yeah. I remember when you first built this thing, it was just like such a huge swarm of drones going up and down. I mean, they're still doing it, but just
well, everything that's being crafted downstairs is being delivered up here too.
So many resources. Oh, there's a door. There's a hallway down here.
Yep, it goes from the first bank to the second bank, where you have your zeolites and your super alloys and pulsars. So it's like quick access from one hall to the other.
That's what I like. I like to be able to just very easily get from one place to the next. And Rod Vault, well, I'll wait, Lieutenant Ray's desk.
We make him work on the other side of the ship. Got to walk all the way over.
He's horny. Got the horny.
Yep.
So this is going to be a pretty similar layout, although smaller, because you don't have as many rods as you do regular ores. Right. Yeah.
Pretty standard. It's just there to be there, because, you got to be inclusive.
Yeah. Got to be thorough. All right. Anything else on this level?
No, we pretty much covered the whole ship. There is one other area that you can go check out. We've seen it before, but if you go back straight forward through that door and directly to the right, it'll
Higgs
be
boson device.
Yeah, the Higgs boson device.
Nice.
And the ladder will take you downstairs too.
Okay. Wow, that looks like a propeller, kind of, the way you have that going. Let's see, let me get a drink.
Yeah, that's the satellite dish that collects the messages.
It's the radar. Your radar is about to be jammed. Raspberry. Only one man would dare give me the raspberry. Holy shit.
This is Skywalker's exit.
Yeah, I'll say.
At the very bottom, back of the ship. But if you want, this is a pretty creative way to exit and head on to the next area.
All right, let's go.
You have a jetpack, right?
I have a parachute.
Drop straight down towards the big lake. We got a little ways to go, so this next area that we're coming up upon is called the Temple of the Life Star. Where that little horseshoe is off of the, the north end of the lake, that's kind of going to be where you're going to want to start.
Yep. slowly coming into focus. The mist is clearing. Pods are rendering in.
Over there, kind of off the shipwreck, you can see sort of a 4-pod platform off to the upper left of your cursor.
Oh, I stopped falling for no apparent reason.
Oh, that's fun.
It is fun. I almost feel like I'm Superman. Come on, game. Oh my. Okay. Now, suddenly, as if from out of the blue, comes a pyramid.
Start at the north end.
Okay, north end, this way. Alright, and do I just start from the bottom? Okay, there we go. Which pharaoh do we have buried in here, I wonder? Temple of the Life Star.
This was actually inspired by something you built.
Yeah, alright. I like it, yeah.
So you'd actually built the concept of the Life Star, which we are pretty sure is the concept of the Aquarium Tier 2. And I actually just kind of borrowed what you had done, moved it over here, and built an entire complex, kind of focal pointing it, and having it be, you know, the central icon of the whole entire temple.
Yeah, you still have it at the same tilt as well. Like, I had it slightly tilted. It looks like that same tilt is there that I put in there. And it's full of the golden butterflies. Yeah, wow. That's really cool. Because from the inside, this kind of reminds me of your kaleidoscope area that you had on your other map. But my oh my, are these flowers just something else. Look how huge these things are. I feel like I'm a little bee just trying to gather pollen from these things. Oh my goodness.
The idea is the Life Star is like generating massive life around it.
Oh, right. Yeah. It's like uber powered with bio creation, nourishment power to just be
now,
like...
there are quadrants off in each corner. Some of them are filled out. Some of them are just kind of, you know, the bones are there. Like this, for instance, has a little bit of fish stuff going on, but it's not super decorated or fleshed out like I would normally do on a fully polished project. Like, this is something I just kind of dink around with every now and again.
Well, my frames, thank you. I'm getting through here really quickly. Yeah, but I mean,
actually,
I do see...
stop and turn around and go towards the middle of that. There's like a staircase in between the aquariums. Behind where you were. I built like a mezzanine that goes up in
oh, there it is.
I
see it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so there's like a little...
I haven't figured out what I was gonna fill out in there yet, but like I figured it could be something. So any ideas are open and welcome.
Yeah, this could have some possibilities for sure. Yeah. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but this would be a nice view for almost anything, I would think. Except you can't really clearly see the sky. That would be my only complaint, but it's a pyramid. What can you expect?
It is fully protected from like meteor showers and stuff.
Yes. All right.
So if you go check out check out the other quadrants. The butterflies are going to be just off to the east, I believe. Yeah, the east quadrant, the northeast quadrant.
Okay, I'm in the northeast quadrant. Are they inside these domes? No?
You're in the northwest quadrant, I believe, actually.
Here's east. Oh, there's even more east. That's what that's what happens when you start traveling east. You just find more and more east. Okay. I'll just swim underneath this. Why not?
Sure.
Can I get back up? Is the question. It seems to be you got a floor.
No, the butterflies actually might be in the northwest quadrant, if I recall correctly.
All right.
Now that I think about it.
I'm not sure why, but I have unlimited oxygen. I did not have that in the last game, but who's complaining?
There's the butterfly area right above you.
Okay, I'll just use my good old friend F4.
And just go underneath it.
There we go. Oh my word. Look at that.
This is a kaleidoscope.
This really, really lives up to its namesake like never before. Wow.
Temple of the Life Star.
Dude, I like it. I'm sure if I had the graphics settings to where they're supposed to be, this would look so much, even that much more, like, amazing. But this is really, really cool.
Yeah, it gets pretty crazy.
And did I see you had some built sideways as well? No, just upside down and right side up, I see. Right side up ones are on here. Okay. Oh, here's some sideways ones. Oh yeah, right in the dead center. Yeah, oh my goodness. I'm surprised my frames are like dealing with this. But that's really cool. I like that. That's a really nice touch.
Thank you. I like it too. That's pretty good.
All right.
Directly across the hallway from that one to the, gosh, I think it's to the east.
East.
Or to the south maybe.
South.
I'm trying to think of which direction it is, but that building over there in the distance.
The domes?
No, not the domes. To the.
Just continue
Gosh, I'm trying
south.
to figure out where it's at. No, it's not going to be south. It's going to be northeast. Yeah, the northeast quadrant.
East quadrant.
There's a building I started developing over there. The entrance of it is really cool, and that's kind of the only thing I want to showcase.
This giant flower won't let me past. Go away, giant flower. All right, northeast, you said.
Pretty sure it's the northeast.
Oh, I do see some buildings here. I just need to find my way around.
Yeah, go towards the center.
There we go. Here's some stairs. Wait, no. Huh.
The entrance is underneath all that.
Down
there's
here.
a set of stairs leading down.
And then the ladder. Gotcha. All right.
I just thought that's kind of a neat entrance into an area.
It is, yeah. Just kind of walk underwater to get to the ladder that leads you back up. Kind of like we're in a submarine or something.
Yeah, this is going to be the fish area, so it kind of made sense.
And my oh my, it's serpentine all the way. Okay. And yeah, again with the theme of the windows as being fish tanks. Obviously, I appreciate that. All right.
And that's essentially the Temple of the Life Star.
It's really cool. I like it so far. I just wish that I just wish you could build as much as you want without the game just tanking its frame rates the way it does. Because I know that's what's going to happen. I mean,
well, at a point, it just gets it's kind of unbearable to continue building.
Right. Now, this is interesting. We have some veggie tubes just kind of hovering. Although I kind of like it. They kind of looks like water buoys, but they're not floating.
I originally wanted to kind of spiral them out in a fan 360 sort of pattern, but that's math above my pay grade.
Oh.
Hint, hint. Wink.
Well,
wink.
I think I might be able to offer some assistance on that. Yeah, that's doable pretty easily. Well, not extremely easily, but I mean, it wouldn't be like one of the more difficult things I've done. I'll just put it to you that way. All right, so I've been here before. Yeah, dude, I'm really like I'm digging this place, and yeah, I'm very eager to see like how you continue to build and grow on it. I mean, as the game allows you to do, of course. You got a dome right up there at the top, a little water collector.
Yeah, you can actually go inside the Life Star, and I built the walkway up to it.
Oh yeah, I saw that there was a walkway, but I never figured out quite how to get there. I guess good old F4 would never do me wrong. I'm just kind of looking to see. Oh, okay. So you built a rocket thing, and the rocket ladder will get you up here. I see. Oh my. Wow. Yeah, you can't really move around very easily inside of it.
Not very access friendly, but it's there.
Yeah, the possibility to get inside is available. Yeah, nice. Anything else?
That's pretty much all. That's for the Depot 341.
All right, guys. Well, you saw it here first. And if you have any inspired ideas, be sure to let us know. This is what we do here. We just kind of work off of each other's creative juices and just constantly building new things. Yeah, I'm really hoping that Planet Crafter comes out with some updates soon, so it'll generate more interest in the game. But, for guys like you and me, we always just enjoy this game, no matter what. All right, any closing thoughts?
Yeah, Ray, what'd you think?
I've not heard Ray speak in a while. I thought he just kind of fell asleep or something.
Yeah. No.
Whoops, sorry. My microphone was on mute. My goodness, I've been talking this whole time. Not been saying anything. Yeah, I said, yeah, no, absolutely. Really, really cool. And yeah. So hopefully everyone's going to join us again next week as we see Depot 342. Hey?
342.
Right?
We might. I might make a Depot 342.
Okay, well, let's see.
We've
got a week to make it.
All right.
Better get cracking.
All right. Challenge accepted.
Nice.
All right,
Cool.
so that, I guess, will be all. And this is Luthieus signing off.